In Unit 1, Week 2, we are going to be looking at origin myths. What are origin myths? They're traditional stories that explain how life began. They can also feature information about how the world was formed or how a specific custom began for a group of people. They often contain archetypes, which are patterns, symbols, or character types that repeat across cultures. Archetypes will be reviewed in another presentation this week. Please make sure that you review that presentation carefully. This week, we will be reading 3 different origin myths. The first one is the Earth on Turtle's Back. The second one, When Grizzlies Walked Upright. And the third one, the Navajo origin legend. The Earth on Turtle's Back is the first one you will be reading. It is an origin myth of the Onondaga Native American tribe, who were found in New York State. They were key members of the Iroquois Confederacy. They lived in long houses made of wood and bark. These long houses were often occupied by related families, which meant that aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents all lived together under one house. During the American Revolution, the Onondaga Indians sided with the British. Because of this, many of them were forced to retreat to Canada when the American Revolution ended. The Earth on Turtle's Back is a myth about the creation of the world. It is the true creation myth of the Onondaga Indians and explains why our Earth is the way it is. The second origin myth that you will read this week is When Grizzlies Walked Upright. This is an origin myth of the Modoc Indians. They were found in what is now southern Oregon and northern California. They were farmers, hunters, fishermen, and weavers. They were most famous for their intricate and colorful weaving. Throughout American history, they were eventually forced onto a reservation in Oklahoma by the U.S. government. Captain Jack was a well-known member of their tribe who worked very long and hard to keep them from being forced onto this reservation, but eventually they were defeated. This myth is about the origin of Native American people and explains how this group of people came to be. The final myth you will read this week is the Navajo origin legend. It is obviously a myth of the Navajo Indians, who were the largest Native American nation in the United States. They are found in what is now the southwestern area of the United States. They were known for being fierce warriors and hunters. However, they learned weaving and farming from their nearby neighbors, the Pueblos. Because of the relationship they had with the Pueblo Indians, they often intermarried, so you will find many similarities between the two cultures. Today, many Navajo Indians live on a reservation in Arizona. They still live in hogans, which are their cultural homes, which are cone-shaped structures, similar to what you and I would call a teepee. The Navajo origin legend is a myth about the creation of the first Navajo man and woman. I would like you to answer the following questions about this PowerPoint in the submission box for this assignment. Please make sure that you answer each question completely and in complete sentences in order to receive full credit. First, what is an origin myth? Second, the Onondaga were members of what important Native American group? Third, what is a Hogan and which group of Native Americans do they belong to? Please take your time in reviewing this and any other videos associated with this week's work. Thank you, and please let me know if you have any questions.